Hey, Swampy!
Good to see, friend Simon.
My deckhands have left the bridge. Do you have any idea how I can get them back on duty?
I'm just needing to wait until I finish soup. Then everybody being happy again and working on bridge.
My goodness! He really wants to feed us that stuff. I have to prevent this tragedy. I need you at the bridge at once. You've got to postpone your soup cooking for another day.
But friend Simon, soup good for spirit and soul, and crew that need it now most.
Most? My foot! Forget your mush and come with me to the bridge.
Simon again not being nice. Simon being very stressed. I know him. So I must cooking swamp soup to restore balancing of soul. Unluckily I'm missing a bony ingredient. Without, I can't finishing soup.
Balance my soul? With that poison? You're nuts! Well, I'll cook your goose, just you wait. Look, I've got a bone for you.
Simon sure having had great effort for bone, but it not being good.
There doesn't seem to be anything special about this fireplace. Gloves like these are needed to not burn your fingers when cooking. If I take the Swampling's beloved cooking utensils just like that, he'll cry again, and that's really irritating. Hey, Swampy!
Good to see, friend Simon.
Could you lend me your cooking glove?
I not can give you both gloves for cooking, but one I can't sparing. Here, take friend Simon.
See you later! A bucket full of ice-cold water. For the freshness of his ingredients, the Swampling didn't earn 3 stars, but 3 barf bags. Hungry leeches looking for food. Come to me, my little bloodthirsty friends. A mast. There's no proper sailing ship without one. That thing's seen better days. The more old junk there is in my hat, the better. A boringly normal dust mop. I can mop somebody with this. An old barrel. It's not worth opening. Out there's space, infinite space, infinity in fact. It can even withstand the hardships of space. The path to the breathtaking world of vacuum is clear now. Too bad that door can't be controlled from here. It can only be opened and closed from Red Riding Hood's console. I hope that brat lets me back in again. The Black Pear's pirate flag, only ever genuine when it bears the insignia of a pear. Cool, it looks like the logo of my favorite soccer team. I'll take it. The truth about space is that it doesn't look like much. The mini cauldron for a small appetite. If I still had my awesome telescope finger, that wouldn't be a problem at all. As it is, though, I can't reach it. I won't waste my time with that annoying tin can without a good reason. Prettier than light bulbs. I can't do that. The remains of a ship's monkey. There's the lazy beast, napping.
What you want now, Simon?
Pull yourself together and fulfill your duties as my apprentice!
I'm so tired. You must rest. And don't you come with your coffee. If I just think of that stuff, I feel so sober.
Coffee? But where am I supposed to get coffee now? We didn't exactly plan for a ship's galley. Coffee doesn't really sober up people, so if the wolf only believes it does, something looking like coffee should just do the trick. What do this lamp and I have in common? We're both bright. Okay, I've been funnier before. A hyper-modern steam engine, which should take me to the eye of death without a hitch. This is made for releasing steam, but since I'm totally relaxed at the moment, I don't need it. A pipe. Just in case I would want to talk with the engine, I could do that with this. In this extreme heat, the heating fungi are happily vaporizing and creating energy. In this extreme heat, the heat... I bet there's something awesome hidden here. Wow, in the coal there's, surprise, even more coal. And all I got as loot from this coal digging is coal dust. A rather dusty heap of coals. Black coal dust, perfect for dyeing your hands, clothes, and everything else. That's a birch broom. I find such things totally boring. Oh no, a broom usually means cleaning and I'm allergic to that. Oh no. It's an old wooden cage. There's something brown hanging from one of the bars. It looks like a mummified banana peel. Who knows? I might need this if I want to open a pet shop. Steampunk technology at its best. Try our black hole generator now. Astronomy never interested me. A ghastly beast in the disguise of a sweet little girl.
Number 2, what is it? Out with it on the double! I've got important work to do.
I'm 2 times as tall as you, little gnome. But that's the only link between myself and the number 2. I'm number 1 here.
I'd love to throw you overboard without further ado, number 2. Unfortunately, that'll cause a major pollution of space. You owe your life to this circumstance, so be grateful. Is there anything else?
Have I ever told you about my escalating, very thorough, and virtually exhaustive pizza pile experiment, Captain Red Riding Hood? It was my goal to build the hugest pile of pizza boxes of all time, without even having a plan. Just drop them and...
Number 2, your idiotic babbling and your incompetence are becoming exceedingly tiresome. First of all, it's Captain Ness Red Riding Hood. And secondly, your anecdotes are killing literally thousands of brain cells of anybody within earshot.
Speaking of brain cells, do you know my new color spray spell yet? It colors brain cells. There's nearly no side effects, either, at least not...
Cretin! Can't you see I'm completely killing myself to turn this mission into a success? Good gracious, I'm tired, and your blathering is anything but stimulating right now. I need a rest.
A corsage. I can't even imagine how Captain Narrow squeezed himself into this. This'd look great on Alex. Aha! This looks like a secret stash of Captain Narrow's. It must have been uncovered by the reconstruction work. There's a lot of interesting stuff in it. A hammer. It's the treasure I collected for Captain Narrow. I'll leave it here. Maybe it'll grow. The photograph of a famous actor who became governor of California. To my favorite captain with tenderness. It's even got a lipstick kiss on it. A silk hanky with a planet drawn in it. Looks like a child's scribble. And there's an X drawn on it with lipstick. Absolutely useless. That map is totally useless. I'll leave it here. The photograph of a famous actor who became governor of California. It's the treasure I... Wow! A real warhammer! Awesome! I'll do some reconstruction work and...
Touch me and your commoner's blood will flow like water.
Wow! That hammer can speak!
Yes, I share that ability with the common folk. My name is Siegfried. I'm named after my creator, Siegfried, the Dragon Slayer.
Wasn't that the guy who roasted a dinosaur and then took a bath in his blood?
Yes, something like that. Well, here are the hard facts you should know. Touch me, and I'll crack your skull like a walnut. Second, conquer a red dragon and bring me its blood, then I'll fight on your side. Has your mind internalized that?
Dragon? Blood?
Yes, dragon blood. And please take care to find an appropriate vessel. Dragon blood isn't presented in a sangria bucket, you know. It should be carried in a jeweled chalice or something like that. Third, I can help you with your problem with that cooking green dragon.
Cooking green dragon? The swampling. How do you know about that?
That's none of your business. As a warhammer thousands of years old, I don't owe you any explanations. Call it intuition. Bring me the blood and you will be victorious over the green dragon, or die in shame. It's up to you, knave.
A nice model of the magic world. Even the Eye of Death is depicted. A metal flask made from the best fireproof material there is. Now that thermos is mine. Soft and warm. We found the statue of this toy boy while reconstructing the Black Pear. Captain Narrow must have hidden it. Red Riding Hood already left some marks on it with her torture instruments. Red Riding Hood's toys. Even just thinking about what she's using them for is enough to cause me discomfort. I wonder what happened if the globe broke. Too bad it's made from unbreakable glass. A curtain pole with some curtain rings, but no curtains. I don't want to know what Red Riding Hood fancies redecorating. The rod is way too fragile to seriously hurt somebody with, so it's useless to me. But I may be able to use those curtain rings. Whatever's under the kilt stays under the kilt, or something like that. Either way, I don't even want to know. Phew! Good thing I never met Captain Narrow when he was wearing this.
What is it, number 2?
Our ship needs you, Captain Red Riding Hood. You've got to come onto the bridge. We need 4 people to safely land this ship.
Number 2, as your inability to address me using my proper title suggests, our problems remain on a different level entirely. It's Captain Ness. Neither you nor anybody else on board this ship will be able to wallow in a comfortable patriarchy for much longer, thanks to my handbook for creating feminist structures on board of space vessels. Equal rights will be victorious soon.
Not again. Can't we wait with that until we've saved the world?
Ha! Procrastinating is an age-old trick of men I won't fall for. We need a woman's quota of at least 50% here and now. At this time, there are 3 men for every woman aboard. As long as this problem remains unresolved, I will not conduct any attacks with this ship.
Where do you expect me to find women out here in space?
It is exactly this narrow mindset that proves our mission is bound to fail in a patriarchy. This topic's over, number 2. Dismissed.
Enough chit-chat. Bye! into the flask with the water. Now I've just got to stir it, and voila, it's almost finished. A metal flask full of a coal dust and water mixture. It looks like cold coffee. I wish this would happen. This combination. There, now that black sludge is pretty hot. A metal flask full of coffee, so to speak. Here you go, I've brought you some steaming black coffee.
Are you crazy? Get away with that stuff.
Think of your apprenticeship contract. We need you on the bridge.
Oh, what have I done to deserve this? Oh, it's taking hold already. Why, that coffee tastes like burnt charcoal, though. Did you make it?
Yes, don't you like it?
No, that was the nastiest coffee I ever drank in my whole life. You again?
Hey, you boozehead, I've got a task for you.
As long as it doesn't involve shoveling coals.
No, it doesn't. You can dress up as a preppy she-wolf.
What? Forget it. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, your apprenticeship contract explicitly states that you must adhere to the dress code. As your employer, I hereby declare that from now on, you've got to wear women's clothing.
Oh, great. You're saying you can force me, for example, to put on this old, ragged blouse I found behind the oven the other day?
Hey, that's a good start. Give it to me. About those women's clothes.
Oh, that. Have you found a costume yet?
I'm afraid I still need some more pieces.
Well, now things are getting rather interesting. Just like back when I had to don drag after I lost that stupid bet.
You're already experienced in wearing women's clothes. You're here. Why didn't you say that in the first place?
Well, back then I had to wear a silly little skirt and a bodice. Man, that was so embarrassing. And those earrings, I was bleeding like you wouldn't believe. But worst thing was that blonde wig. Jeez, that was so disturbing that I wore a headscarf over it. And then for half an hour I had to, forget what I just said.
I should finish that she-wolf outfit I've just begun, otherwise I'll get too confused. and thus I joined the vaunted ranks of successful fashion designers everywhere. Cool. It's slowly looking like it's supposed to. Cool. It's slowly looking like it's supposed to. Cool. It's slowly look. My female costume for the wolf now consists of a blouse, a kilt, a corsage, a wig made from a mop, a pirate flag. You can almost tell what it's supposed to be. Almost. Hungry leeches looking for food. Ta-da! The trendiest outfit for a true she-wolf of the world is finished. In Paris, there'd be a standing ovation for this.
You again?
About those...
Oh, that. Have you found it?
I've got all we need. Okay, let's see how you look in this hot little number. Huh? Is something wrong? What are you waiting for?
Could you please turn the other way?
Oh, now you're really acting like a little girl.
Well, how do I look? What's this all about, anyway?
As an apprentice, you don't ask questions. Just come along now.
Number 2, what have you done to the apprentice?
Captain Ruddy Riding Hood, may I present our newest deckhand, the She-Wolf.
Don't waste my time, Number 2. That's a male wolf in rags. This is beyond ludicrous.
How can you trample all over a woman's rights like that?
What?
The wolf has decided to live with the other gender. He is a transsexual and wants to begin his new life as a woman now, having been trapped in a man's body for so long.
But that's...
We have the chance, here and now, to set an example. We can create a world where everyone can have the gender they choose. Thus, the wolf becomes a she-wolf, the lion becomes a she-lion, and the top dog becomes a she-dog.
I don't believe it. What?
To deny this new she-wolf her recognition as a woman would be a crime against equal rights. Proof of the fact that backwards, repressive role models still dominate the thoughts of the unmanly ruling class.
It wasn't meant.
This ship would hold back the rise of a young, confident she-wolf that is just now taking seed. Her chance of self-realization would be trampled underfoot. If you say no now, you'll have the blood of violated equal rights in your hands as well, my dear Red Riding Hood.
That's right, of course, yes. That's right. Well, I mean, if the she-wolf confirms herself as being a woman with all the anatomically correct features, then I'll accept her as a sister with all my womanly heart.
Of course she'll gladly confirm that. Won't you, Miss Wolf?
All anatomical features? Huh, you're nuts.
She's still totally overwhelmed. Her feelings have completely bewildered her. You want to be a woman, a real woman, don't you?
Yes, I want to be a woman. With all the frills.
Well then, let's make it so. I hereby welcome you as new female deckhand she-wolf. Welcome aboard. And now, back to your stations.
With pleasure, Captain Ruddy Riding Hood.
Oh, and number 2, you've shown a surprising amount of inventiveness. I didn't think your brain would be capable of something like that. But don't halloo until you're out of the wood. I'm keeping an eye on you. I'll be back on the bridge as soon as I've taken some notes, Number 2. You're dismissed.
That's fat from a fat whale. Who knows what this could come in handy for? I'll take it. Not even the leeches want to get close to the swampling. I don't know. Red Riding Hood has stored curacao for children here. Disgusting! I won't touch that stuff. Red Riding Hood doesn't look like she's in the mood for a blood donation.
What is it,
Enough chit-chat. Yuck, they stink. I bet they're full of...
What is it, number 2?
Have I ever told you about my escalating very... It was my goal to...
Number 2, you're idiot.
Speaking of brain...
Cretin.
Red Riding Hood is so uptight. I'm sure a leech cure's good for her.
What is it?
Have I ever told you about my... It was my goal...
Number 2, you're idiot.
Speaking of brains...
Cretin. Oh, Bunks, your girlfriend's in sleeping aids.
This is where it gets funny.
Hey, what's that itching? Ouch! Ah! Help! What is that? Oh my God! No! What's that? No! Yuck! They're slimy! Ow! Ouch! I want him to stop! Wah! Please stop! Daddy! Daddy! I want my daddy!
Ha! I knew it! That little brat is a daddy's girl. Now I've not only got your blood, but your soul, too.
Oh, they're eating me alive! Phew! I got rid of them. What were those monsters?
What could be better than a sweet little act of revenge? Why are you so pale, Captain Nis?
Number 2, intruder alert. I was attacked by alien parasites. I'll stay at my station, though. You've got to page the sickbay and conduct a quarantine protocol.
There's no sickbay, Captain Nis, and no doctor either. In fact, we don't even have aspirin on board.
What? I know that. That's very unfortunate, but given the incompetence of our male crew members, it was to be expected, really.
All I could do is cauterize your wounds to disinfect them. I'll gladly do that for my captainness.
Certainly, number 2. Certainly. Dismissed!
Off. Come to Daddy. Leeches full of blood. Freshly squeezed leeches are a delicacy, not from concentrate blood, so to speak, and now into the chalice with it. Red blood of our ship's dragon in a noble drinking vessel. What more could a hammer want? Ha ha! Take your here right this chalice of the blood of a dragon!
Ha ha! Only the blood of a red dragon smells as poisonous and sulphurous. You've proven yourself to be worthy. Arise, Dragon Slayer Simon. Now let us set forth to vanquish the Green Dragon. Choose the way of your destiny. The path of the scoundrel, the path of the warrior, or the path of the bard. As soon as you've made your decision, I will join you on your mission. The path of the scoundrel lets you talk with a sweet tongue, but in secret, you're hatching dark schemes. The way of the warrior leads you to open battle with the Green Dragon after intensive training. The way of the bard, well, that's a way for gourmets, really. Choose wisely. There's no turning back.
I can't make that choice yet. I have to think about it some more.
Choose wisely. There's no turning back.
I choose the way of the bard.
Knight Simon, you managed to surprise me once again. Even Siegfried did not have the wisdom to choose this noble path. To be honest, he even laughed about the mere idea of it.
Uh-oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
Your feelings are not your best advisors. You should cook a soup for the dragon.
And it's becoming even worse. Well, what do I have to do to quickly end this medieval fair?
A fatalistic mindset can be very helpful for a hero. Knight Simon. It's very easy. Dragons live alone for their whole long lives. A little gift to show your appreciation will soften their tyrant hearts and gain you the key to victory. So, seek out dust of the brittle rock, fat of the great fish, bones, water, and a small cauldron.
Well, as long as I don't have to eat that stuff.
The green dragon will love it. By the way, you don't need fire. It'll be a cold soup for the cold heart of a dragon. So, let's get going.
By Odin, nobody better get in my way while I'm carrying this hammer.
Fulfill your destiny. Cook like the fairest maiden of all. Fetch dust of the brittle rock, fat of the great fish, bones, water, and a small cauldron. Halt! Wait!
What's wrong?
Be careful. That's Stan. He's a real butcher.
But there's nobody here. Or are you talking about that broom?
Ah, my lad. You don't see the wood for the trees. Since a horrible slip-up in the heat of battle, he took a vow of silence and retired here. And to proclaim his humility unequivocally, he gave himself the outer appearance of a broom.
I see. What kind of slip-up exactly?
Well, we don't like to talk about such things. Just picture a rather bloody accident and a lot of innocent dead.
Okay, so he's a rather violent broom.
Nonsense. Just see for yourself.
Well, okay.
May I introduce to you His Magnificence, Stan the Eskimo Harpoon.
Doesn't Stan talk now and then?
Of course not. He took a vow of silence by Holy Thor. But as you can see, he's agreed to help us.
I didn't notice that Harpoon agreeing to anything.
The experienced warrior notices even the tiniest movements.
Or he imagines he does. But anyway, what's it to me? Okay, Stan, let's go. A rather dusty heap of coals. Red Riding Hood. The photograph... It's... That man... We found the statue of this toy boy while reconstructing the black pear. Captain Narrow must have hidden it. Red... Go, Hammer, smash that toy boy! The toy boy crumbled under my gaze. Into my inventory with it. This pile of plaster was once a proud statue. I wish this... If I still had my awesome telescope finger, that wouldn't be a problem at all. As it is, though... This combination... Come to Uncle Simon. No matter how often I try. I can't do that. Jorndes born der Rittigit der Gut, Orndes de Umbor or. Soup cooked by Alex looks a little different. I think there could be something missing.
Full fare, cook like the fairest maiden of all. Fetch dust of the brittle rock, fat of the grape.
Jorndes born der Rittigit der Gut, Orndes de Umbor or. If only Alex could see me now. Soup cooked by Alex looks a little different. I think there... Alex would be so proud of me. So proud that I'd be responsible for cooking every Sunday. So fortunately, she's not seeing this at all. Delicious. Plain delicious. At least I think it is, but after all, I did make it. Look what I've got for you, my friend.
Oh, so much soup I have cooking, and now, this make me so happy, friend. How can I ever thank for you?
No problem, Swampy. It was my pleasure. Now leave that cauldron of yours alone and man the control panel. We've got to prepare for landing.
For you, friend, I do everything nice, good friend.
Ha 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 ha! The Green Wyvern is defeated. Victory is ours. I will sing of these deeds at campfires for a long time to come. But now I'll rest and continue writing my hero's odyssey while I wait for the next adventure.
What is it, number 2?
Are all systems good to go?
All systems are go, number 2. Now we just need somebody at the helm.
Enough chit-chat. Bye! Hey, Swampy!
Good to see, friend Simon.
Are all systems good to go?
We all being ready, friend Simon. Just missing somebody for steering the wheel.
See you later!
You again?
Hey, Wolf Lady! Dance for us!
Leave me alone.
Har, har! Full speed ahead!
Attention! Eye of Death firing on Black Pair.
Wolf, initiate evasive action Alpha Kappa.
Huh? What?
Attention! New object detected on collision course with Black Pair.
Number 2, on screen.
Oh no! A giant octopus is approaching the ship, Captainess!
Any suggestions, number 2?
We still have the old cannons of the Black Pair! Initiate a counterattack!
Computer, fire all guns.
Error. Weapon systems incompatible. Interface not present. Manual control required.
Ha! That's my cue!
Computer, divert all energy to the shields.
We do not have any shields, Captainess.
The cannons have failed!
Status report, number 2.
An octopus just rammed us here in the endless reaches of space, Captainess, and, we've stopped moving!
Put that in order. You've got 2 standard star dates.
2 days? No problem, Captainess. That's a piece of cake for me. The path to the breathtaking world of vacuum is clear now. Too bad that door can't be controlled from here. It can only be opened and closed from Red Riding Hood's console. I hope that brat lets me back in again. A huge semi-conscious octopus sticking to the ship. That cloud of ink it oozed earlier could actually be an advantage for us. It's great camouflage for sneaking up on the Eye of Death, in fact. It can even... A huge semi-conscious octopus sticking to the ship. That cloud of ink it oozed earlier could actually be an advantage for us. It's great camouflage for sneaking up on the Eye of Death, in fact. That's the station of that little
What is it, number 2?
what do you think of that giant octopus clasping our ship?
This octopus is actually a tactical advantage. His cloud of ink is a perfect camouflage for our approach to the Eye of Death.
That's ingenious, Captainess.
Yes, isn't it? Were the engines working, we could reach our goal undetected. What's this, number 2? Check the scanners.
It looks like that octopus is about to let go of the black pear.
Ah, my wonderful plan, number 2. Prevent the octopus from leaving its station. Get to it!
I need to leave our ship and go outside. Could you operate the airlock for me?
Of course I could. I'm proficient with it. I'm like that metal bird.
You're talking about Polly?
Of course. Who else? I don't like to admit it, but that thing's even more annoying than you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That bird's a real nutcase. He brags all the time about this knowledge of magical modeling clay and whines on and on about his dilemma of shutting down at minus 455.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's Polly, as we know and hate him. I didn't know about the magical modeling clay, though. Is the airlock open now?
Of course.
Do you know what's wrong with our ship?
That's so typical of you men. As soon as something doesn't work, you come running and crying. Get lost and solve your own problems.
Enough chit-chat. Bye! Hey, Swampy!
Good to see.
Do you know what's wrong with our ship?
I loving to help you, friend Simon, but I not knowing how.
Do you know anything about octopuses?
Space octopus testicles be very tasty ingredient for swamp soup, but octopus very aggressive if provocated, then tightly clasping enemy and threaten with tentacles.
That sounds delightful! See you later!
You again?
Do you know what's wrong with our ship?
Man, ever since that collision, there's a lot of lights flashing here, but I haven't got the faintest idea what they mean.
Let me see. It says something about a broken man-machine interface in the engine room. It's suggested to replace the interface. I guess I've got to take a look at that. Do you know anything about octopuses?
Can you drink them?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Then I'm not interested in them.
See you later. It looks rather broken, and I don't think it'll utter another word. Siegfried, the mighty Warhammer, is indulging himself in a nap. It looks like a boringly normal harpoon to me. Others call it, Stan, and believe it's taking a vow of silence. I don't see a huge difference, though.
Full speed ahead!
Come down to me. Come. Chick, 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 chick.
Why should I?
I have a cookie for you.
Thank you. Just put it over there. I'll get it later.
I heard you're an expert when it comes to modeling clay.
You heard correctly. I've written a 12-volume standard reference on the subject that will soon be available from a certain renowned academic publishing house. What topic are you interested in exactly?
Can you give me a general overview first?
Well, modeling clay has been known to many cultures since the beginning of history, especially in...
Okay, thank you. I can see that's going to be a longer lecture. I'll return if I want to know more. A broken spacesuit doesn't exactly increase my chances of survival in space. I don't know. A diving suit, riddled with holes. I wish this would have it. This soup is less enjoyable than most snake poisons. This combination doesn't result. Yuck! No matter. I can't do that. One of Swampy's cooking gloves. Now it's mine alone. Strange. I seem to be doing something wrong. It doesn't hold tight. Where am I supposed to find a modeling clay expert here on this ship full of idiots?
Full speed!
I heard you.
You...
I want to know about magic.
Magical modeling clay has been used since the beginning of time for a multitude of applications, most recently as an adhesive agent for dentures or in the production of condoms. Magical modeling clay is especially known for its ultra-sensitive natural feel.
Enough! I just want to seal a diving suit with it, but I can't get it quite airtight.
Well, that's really simple. If you want that thing to keep shut, you'd better put a lid on it.
Huh? What are you trying to tell me?
You can't keep quiet, huh? Then I'll be asking for some concrete, not clay booze for you, sonny. Capiche?
What's with this? Don't say now I'm faced with threatening modeling clay too.
That's unbelievable! You did get it! Ha!
You know what's wrong with our ship?
There's a ship status report for such things. consult then and don't bother me with such naughty questions.
Come down to me. Come. Chick, 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 chick.
Why should I?
I'd love to have a closer look at your elegant high-performance components.
And what's this about?
I bet you have a pretty man-machine interface, don't you?
Of course, you fool! How could I talk with you otherwise?
Could I borrow that for a while? The interface of the propulsion system is broken.
Do I look like a spare parts depot? Why don't you just take my high-definition camera eyes and build a cheap surveillance camera while you're at it?
Great idea, thank you.
You'll get to know my beak in a second. I can tear really big flesh wounds with it, believe me.
Come down.
What?
I'd love to stroke your shining metallic plumage.
You can stroke yourself. Huh?
Let's see if this really works. I'm warning you, modeling clay. If you don't hold tight, you'll take a bath in highly concentrated swamp soup. Man, I've insulted a piece of modeling clay. How embarrassing is that? Well, at least it seems to have worked. The modeling clay is holding tight. A sealed and leak-proof diving suit. Just right for a swim in the sea, but totally counterproductive in space. I just float off into the vast and endless expanse of the void. It can even withstand the hard... I don't know. I don't know how to use these two things. If I don't have anything I can use to stick fast to the outer hull, I'll drift off into the vastness of outer space. Not exactly an enticing thought. I wish this would have... A nice model of the... I can't do... No matter how... This combination doesn't... This... No matter... I don't... I can't do that. I wish this combination doesn't I wish this would happen. A1 quality nails. Extra long, extra thin, and extra for me. I'll take it just in case I've got to screw. Nail. Whatever. Soon. A1 quality nails. I'll have to put them in the boot soles very carefully. They already have a lot of holes. Ta-da! The spacesuit is ready. I can go for a spacewalk now. Time for a little spacewalk. You can't defeat me! Is that all you've got? I've seen jellyfish fight better than you. A huge semi-conscious octopus sticking to the ship. Red Riding Hood's eating from the palm of my hand now. Well, at least she doesn't bite it any longer. There's no reason to talk to her now, though.
You again?
See you later. No matter how
Full speed ahead!
come down to me. Come. Chick, 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 chick.
Why should I?
I have a very important mission for you.
That sounds interesting. I just hope for you it's a mission fitting my outstanding intellect.
Of course. I need you as a communications manager. You've got to visit the Octopus King on the Octopus's planet.
Finally, somebody who's able to appreciate my talents. When do I leave?
You can leave right away. Here, get into this diplomat shuttle. It'll allow you to travel according to your position. Our friend is feeling fit as a fiddle, currently. I won't waste my time with that annoying tin can without a good reason. I can't do that. Here we go, Mr. Ambassador. There's a mission to fulfill.
Venerated Mr. Giant Octopus! Oh, I'm growing so cold. Help! I'm freezing. Help!
Take that, you octopus piece of crap. I'm gonna stick it to you, you slimy beast. Ah, you can't defeat me. Is that all you've got? I've seen jellyfish fight better than you. Feel my harpoon. Surrender. You're no match for this sorcerer. It worked. That annoying parrot has finally been shut up. Luckily, that strange modeling clay really held together. Well then, let's go. Where is it now? Ah, I've got it. Oops. No, that was the reproduction chip. It has to be somewhere here. What's this now? Well, anyway. Ah, there we are. The man-machine interface. He's warmed up a little bit already. Hey, did he just give me an angry stare? Polly's man-machine interface. Without it, that bird's absolutely speechless. Lucky me.
New hardware detected. Unable to identify new device. Unable to install device driver. Configuration reset. The system will be rebooted now. The system error encountered while saving function. Procedure completed. Engines reactivated. Loading coordinates. Please wait. Navigating to new coordinates. For more help, please press Ctrl-Shift-Alt-F1.
What is it, number 2?
Are all systems good to go?
All systems are go, number 2. Now we just need somebody at the helm.
Enough chit-chat. Bye! Har har! Full speed ahead! Computer! Reverse thrust! Initiate braking sequence!
I'm afraid I can't do that, Simon. The octopus got caught up in the engines. 15 seconds to impact. 14, 13,
Oh no! We're all going to die!
10.
Ah!
7.
Do friends want last meal of swamp soup?
There's no time for that! Ha ha! So, there's a good side to this after all.
3, 2, 1. Have a nice day.
Oh! Ow! My head! Oh! What happened? Oh! Hey! Hey! Are you awake? Where is everybody? Hello? Hello? Strange. Nobody's there. Oh no, where are they coming from now? Help! Okay, I'm coming with you.
Oh, I've got a bad headache. Oh!
Attention! Foundational black pair critical! Ship status report. Minibar status destroyed. Crew status Red Riding Hood unconscious. Swampling unconscious. Polly unconscious. Simon captive. Commencing emergency procedure Omega. New Captain Wolf. Scanning mission status. Eye of Death firing on Magic World in time frame Alpha Kappa Kappa. Primary mission goal of Captain. Turn off main computer of Eye of Death. Secondary mission goal of Captain. Survive. Good luck, Captain.
By the trunk-headed one, it's high time I got out of here. You there? Yes, you. Now I understand why I was sent here. It's you, the legendary deranged one. He whom our people were never waiting for, and yet whose arrival was equally awaited for some reason. Look at me when I'm talking to you, O deranged one. You know who I am, don't you? You've got to know. At least you should feel it. I am Jonas, master of the power. Your master. Oh, my head. Ouch. My poor head. Drink. I need something to drink. Then maybe these strange hallucinations will stop as well. Isn't there any booze here at all? You really live up to your name. You must be the most pitiful creature in the whole universe. He whose life is messed up beyond measure. I'm here to help you, deranged one. I'm here to train you. What's happening here? Get lost! Get out of my head! Oh, isn't there any... I want bottle! You are no longer thirsty. Your longing is satisfied, forever and always. I'm no longer thirsty. My longing is satisfied, forever and always. The power resting in you is now finding a way to the surface. You're feeling free and ready for new experiences. The power resting in me is now finding a way to the surface. I'm feeling free and ready for new experiences. Good. Let's get to your training now. As I can see, we're in a most unusual situation. And those mostly end in pointless chaos. I'd best teach you the shortcut class. Good. I'll get to my train. Quit that nonsense. We've got to focus on the important things now. So listen closely and learn. Partake in my wisdom. I'll teach you the powers of mind reading, mind control, foreseeing, and telekinesis. What do you want to learn, O deranged one? Teach me the power of mind reading.
I'll think of a number between 1 and 9. Use your power slowly and purposefully, young pupil. Well, what number is it? 2. Failure is no cause for shame. Let's try again. You'll need to concentrate harder this time,
Say, where do you come from anyway? And what were you doing in that octopus?
I was sent by the consortium to find you and teach you the use of the power, as you are the deranged one we've never been waiting.
Yeah, you already said that. How'd you get into the octopus, though?
Well, at milestone 3092, my powers left me. I'm getting a bit long in the tooth after all. So I crashed. I'd already given up on life. In fact, when I could suddenly grab hold of something slimy. First, I was able to steady myself quite well, thanks to my sense of balance. But then I slipped and fell headfirst into a deep maw. In the end, I found myself in some slimy room. That must have been the belly of that octopus. Oh well. There are worse ways to travel. Not too many, but there are.
Master, I don't understand my powers fully yet.
What do you want to know, deranged one?
I want to know how I can use the power of mind reading.
By this power, as mysterious as it's mighty, you can read the thoughts of any living being as if they were your own. No matter what species the being belongs to, you can understand everything, right down to the inner core of that being's self. Be careful, though. There may be many a thought you'd rather not know. But once you've seen it, there's no turning back.
How can I control other minds?
This power is very useful, but also very dangerous. You can control the minds of other beings with it. Know that you can't command anything you want of them, especially not the inexperienced people you still are. Every creature retains its free will to a certain degree. You can't command anything that is in total opposition to the will of the creature in question.
How does foreseeing work?
The power of foreseeing lets you see a possible future in the space-time continuum. With a little practice of 10 to 20 years, you'll even be able to choose which point in time is shown to you.
What can I use telekinesis for?
Telekinesis allows you to manipulate objects from afar. In the beginning, your power won't be very strong. For example, you couldn't lift this ship. Moving heavy objects requires years of advanced, hard practice.
I now know everything I need. Let me partake in your wisdom, Master. Teach me the power of mind reading.
I'll think of a number between 1 and 9. Use your power slowly and purposefully, young pupil. Well?
One.
Failure.
Let me Teach me the power of mind reading.
I'll think of an... Well? What number is it?
It's 6, of course.
Well done, deranged one. You've learned your lesson well.
Let me partake in your wisdom, Master. Teach me the power of mind control.
Now take control of this bug.
Run in a circle 3 times and then lie down to sleep.
Well done, deranged one. You've learned your lesson well.
Let me partake in your wisdom, Master. Teach me the power of foreseeing.
When will you first use your power of foreseeing, young pupil?
Now.
Well done, deranged one. You've learned your lesson well.
Let me partake in your wisdom, Master. Teach me the power of telekinesis.
Focus your telepathic powers on one of the dead octopus's arms and raise it. Don't hurry, young people. Stay calm and collected. Failure is no cause for shame.
Let me teach.
Focus. Failure is no...
Let me Teach me the power of telekinesis.
Focus your telepathic powers on one of the dead octopus's arms. Failure is no cause for shame.
Let me partake in your wisdom, Master. Teach me the power of
Well done, deranged one. You've learned your lesson well.
Thank you, Master.
May the power be with you.
Oh, I can't look at it. The light's too bright. If I want to get to the other platforms, I've got to rotate that strange, bright bridge somehow. I'm still not sure whether he's real or not. Nah, it looks heavy. That many buttons are confusing to me. That's confusing. Apprenticeship contract or not, I should never have gotten on this damn ship. Ew, man, it stinks. What's that thing? No, I don't want to lose my paw. That many buttons are confusing to me. That many buttons. That many buttons are confusing to me. That many buttons are confusing to me. That many buttons are confusing to me. That many buttons are confusing to... That many buttons are confusing to me. That many buttons are confusing to me. That many... That many buttons are confusing to me. That many buttons are confusing to me. That many buttons are confusing to me. That... That many buttons are confusing to me. That many buttons are confusing to me. no. That many buttons are confusing to me. That many...
What can I do for you, deranged one?
Thank you, Master.
May the power be with you.
That many buttons are confusing to me. That... that many... that many buttons are confusing to me. That many buttons are confusing.